Welcome to my channel, Inspired Ideas. So there's been many things that I've been wanting to do for the past while, and I was just hoping that my time would settle in and I'd be able to feel the ground, because that's how my soul kind of works. Smoothly is when my feet are planted on the ground and my energy isn't scattered everywhere. Some of you know that I recently moved to a new place, and it was a transition that I know I needed because it was something that I was yearning for, and my body was like, come on, girl, you gotta go, you gotta move. And in that transition, I have been here in this new place, and it's a beautiful place. It's gorgeous. It's everything that I've could have even I couldn't even have imagined, but it's just a gorgeous place, and it's something that we've said for a while now. This is the vacation house, this is the vacation house, this is the vacation house. So it's the vacation house. But also not realizing that it's the vacation house. So this is like a transition in between to the next transition, whatever it is we're doing. Are we doing anything? I think so, but not quite sure. Because I've been wanting to get into my cooking videos that I haven't done in a very, very, very long time. It feels like a decade now that I haven't even tampered or touched into cooking and recording, because I haven't transitioned with having people at home and me doing all the cooking while someone's possibly watching me, which is kind of something I feel like I might need to get used to and just get past it. But at the same time, this is the vacation house. So then I was thinking to myself, well, if we're only here for a little while, might as well start having fun like when you're on vacation. And most times vacations are for resting, enjoying, and having a great time. Although currently, it's been great. It's been beautiful. The home is lovely and nice, and we all love it, and it's everything that it is for everybody. It's something new. But yet again, another transition is coming in, and it's so crazy that sometimes you can feel it coming in. I mean, I'm not sure if you can, but every now and again I feel like my body is kind of like when an earthquake happens and there's birds out and they're starting to flap because they feel the earth shaking before we even feel the earth shaking. And even animals, dogs and all that, they start barking and doing the same thing because they feel the ground shaking. So it's something also that kind of it's like a trigger warning, a little, what do they call it? They call it an aftershock. So I feel like when I get into this shock thing, transitioning, I think that I go into a fawn state and I can't move or function or do things until I can process what's going on. And I have so many things that I want to work on that I can't work on because my brain just hasn't figured out a way how to maneuver the things so that I can get to work. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I can do this, so I do love cooking, obviously, when I'm in the mood. And I'm sure everybody loves cooking when they're in the mood, but when they're not in the mood, But yes, let's talk about, I was selling food for a while, and it was going good. It was going great. Then it was like something happened so where I needed to pause. I was having this drastic life change, trying to affect my life that I didn't even understand how to process it until I had to create certain boundaries for myself, so that way I knew exactly what I needed to do in order to focus on what had to be done. That was one. And then the next transition was the jewelry. I love making jewelry. It's super fun and exciting. It's relaxing, meditating. It's fun. I love it. And doing that, I put a little pause on it as well. So it's cooking, it's YouTube, it's pause, it's podcast, all the things. Everything is on pause because it's I feel like I'm tossed in the air and I'm floating and can't quite get my feet on the ground to be where do I want to start? What do I want to focus on? I'm trying to, you know what I do when I go to the grocery store, to the store to buy clothes and to buy shoes? I literally walk around waiting for these things to yell at me. I'm right here. I'm right here. You're looking for me? I'm right here. I literally feel like that's when I'm looking around. I'm just waiting for the perfect thing to be like, oh, this, oh, that. I don't know why I'm like that. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. But this is where I'm at. Like, I'm just waiting for something to come at me and be like, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to be doing. But there's so many things. And I know they say to like focus on one and then slowly transition adding another, but it's just like, it's a lot. And then there's these other things. Oh, girl, man, there's so much. So much. Just a few. Put my little list right here. And these new times ain't happening. It's not happening. You know, you ever feel like your life is just constantly being put on pause for some reason? COVID happened, and next thing you know, you couldn't visit your family, couldn't do family stuff. It like wiped out a lot of friends that you thought you had that were close, but then they were busy doing their thing. So it's kind of like everybody had to refocus and redo something else to like focus on their family so that nobody would get sick, which is great. Fine. That's normal. But then work happened, and then life happened, and then moving happens, and it's a lot of stuff that's kind of happened. I feel like it's been like smacking me in the face, and I don't even know how to handle it because I don't like nobody touching my face like that. So I'm here still in this fawn state, but yesterday it clicked. Like, I haven't done meditation in a long time, and it hasn't been easy to like tap in. And so yesterday I tried meditating for, I want to say like 30 minutes, and like I felt like I was tapping into myself, like listening. And because normally when I meditate, I just get different kinds of messages. I like to write them down. I like to analyze it. I didn't write anything down, which I should have, because I thought, let me just do this. And then it just kind of zip-tied through my mind, and I can't even remember what it was. But this is why I like to write stuff down, so that way it's easier to remember, focus, analyze, and question later. Life is hectic. Life is busy. Planning your life is sometimes a transition that is hard to manage because you don't know what direction you want to take it in. Do you want to take drastic changes? Do you want to take a risk? Do you want to stay consistently in the normal zone, which normal zone is something that you're normally around and you don't really change too many things, which I think I'm slowly transitioning into something else, which is kind of weird for me because something that I don't normally do. I'm not too much of a risk taker because I like to analyze all the odds and ends before I even make a decision. But sometimes you just gotta take some risks, right? All right, well, just sharing my thoughts. Maybe this could help you. Maybe this could help me. Maybe this could help everybody some way or another. Get your mind together, write down your thoughts, focus on the things that you feel are important for you, and how are you going to transition to work on these things. Because everything is a process, everything is practice, everything is a transition. We're not born like this overnight. It takes a few more nights, weeks, months, years, before you get to be that person that you want to be. And even it is the question of like, who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want out of life? What do you want to get? And what do you want to receive? What do you want to give? How do you want this to go? And I know that sometimes people think that you don't have any control. And yes, there's many factors where you have zero control. But there are many factors in which you do have control of how you're going to act, how you're going to react, what you're going to make time for, what are your priorities, what are the things that you're willing to risk, change, or make time for. So making those choices, and I feel like that's going to be this week's goal, is to make sure to make that transition go smooth because there's so many things on my list. You have no clue, no idea. I sometimes amaze myself on like, girl, how you managing all these loops? Sometimes I'm an octopus, and sometimes I'm just an elephant with one hand. Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the things. All right, lovely people. I hope you have an amazing day. Hopefully this helps me, helps you, helps everybody. And talk to you soon. Bye.